Hey, what's up everyone? Eric Rossi, the guy with the eye here, and we got the final word. Essentially, this is going to be fully announced. Pretty much all the specs are out and pricing about two of Tamron's new lenses for 2017. One was very anticipated, and in the past 2 weeks, it has been just leaked here and there, and everything's finally out. And I think Friday is going to be the full announcement from Tamron, but it is the new version 2 of the Tamron 24-70 f2.8 lens, which a lot of people loved because it had VC, especially in the first one. I'll cover that in a second. The other one is the new 18-400 f3.5 to 6.3 all-in-one lens. It's a version 2. With vibration control. Let's break these down and talk about them. So here it is right here, the 24-70 2.8, essentially version 2, but these are both, they have the newer art looking line. I know that's not what they're officially called because that's Sigma's thing, but everything with the 35, 45 and everything has been having this new look, and I own the newest version 2 of the 10-24 lens. It's a crop sensor lens, and it has this design, and even though it is plastic, I really enjoy this lens. It's like very smooth. It's got a matte look to it, and I think it's actually built pretty well for it being like a plastic. But this is also weather sealed. Both of these should be weather sealed as well, and I think it's just a good design, and it really works for them. It doesn't look as cheap as their old Tamron stuff did, but the 24-70. So this is really what we're at right here. The older version, or the current version, is about $1,300. You can get a rebate for about $200 off. So this is what you're getting right here. Very popular lens when it first came out because of what it offered and what it could do. The big thing about this is that it's probably going to be about the same price. There still might be going a little around, so I'll update anything down in the pin post below. It should be around $1,300 US. 17 elements in 12 groups with a 9-blade aperture. Pretty standard, and it's going to look probably a little bit like before, but a little bit refreshed or probably a little bit faster. 82mm filter mount, and it's going to have about 4.5 stops of VC, vibration control, image stabilization, all that kind of stuff within this lens. So for that price range, and really they're competing with Sigma's newest 24-70, which might be around the same price, pretty much is the same price. It's going to be interesting to see who wins that shootout. So if you want to see that shootout or something like that, let me know down below, and I'll do my best to get hands on the both to see which one, performs better for it being around the same price. So it having a similar design as something like that, this is what the 24-70 version 2 G2, they're great lenses, I'll call them, is going to be around $1,300. And I don't know, I just think that it's a good option to have out there, especially when the Nikon and Canon versions are very expensive, but a 24-70 is well worth investing in. It's one of my favorite type of lenses to own. The next thing to talk about is Tamron's 18-400. Now, a lot of people aren't fans of these if you're not like amateur or just getting into these, because these are these very large, a little bit heavier, all-in-one type of lenses. But I'll tell you what, Tamron's, and now older, 18-270 lens is a very popular lens for people who love to go on vacation, that they don't want to carry around lenses. Be it it's not the best in the entire world, it is for $450. You essentially get the all-in-one, and that's what this is going to be right here, the 18-400 f3.5 to 6.3. Now 400 millimeters at 6.3, be it whatever. Is it probably going to be the best? You're still getting a 400 millimeter option, especially even on a crop body, is going to be pretty darn cool if you ask me. 16 elements, 11 groups, 9-blade aperture, so it's going to be fine. It'll do well. It's averaging, it's going to say probably about $650 US, so it's going to be a slight bump up, but you're getting more of that range going down the line. 3.5 stops of VC, vibration control, 72mm focal mount, of filter thread, and a minimal shooting distance of 15 inches. So not necessarily a macro lens or something like that built into this, but this is really a super zoom, an 18-400. That's pretty crazy if you ask me, and I do get it. It's pretty tempting. It does have the same design as the newer Tamron look, and I think that it's well worth looking into if you're into these type of lenses. Now, as of right now, Tamron is really only going to do this for Canon and Nikon. There is no, like even Sony Alpha rumors reports, there's nothing on the A mount yet, and be it usually 6 to 9 months is when you find a refresh for the A mount line or something like that. But that's really what we have right here. Tamron's newest 24-70 2.8 and their 18-400 3.5 to 6.3. Priced relatively well for what they are, but let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think these are interesting options or whatever? Is the 24-70 at $1,300 an interesting option with VC, about 4.5 stops that you could get to really help out? VC does help in a lot of this stuff. I've changed my view on that in the past couple of years, and it's well worth the price, especially compared to Canon and Nikon lenses. But let me know your thoughts. And would you want to see maybe a comparison between the Tamron 24-70 versus Sigma's newest 24-70? Let me know down in the comments below. But here it is. Here they are. If there's anything that changes, check the pinned post, and I'll do my best to keep that up to date. Rossi, the guy with the eye. Have a good one. Tamron, keep putting out good stuff.